Hi everyone, my name's Robin, and if you are a fan of strawberries, you would probably enjoy the experiment I have in my glass right now. So this experiment that's in my glass is probably one of the easiest experiments that I've done as far as fermentation goes, distillation, and even maturation goes. Very, very simple, very straightforward. This is, in fact, a strawberry brandy, and it is quite delicious. If you're wondering what makes a strawberry brandy, it is that it's a brandy, meaning it's a distilled spirit made from strawberry wine. Brandy, by definition, is a distilled spirit from fermented fruit. So it doesn't just have to be wine grapes, although often the brandies that you come across are derived from wine or wine grapes. Think like Cognac and Armagnac. Those are brandies from the Cognac and Armagnac region of France, and they are both derived from wine grapes in those regions. So the steps are: 1, make strawberry wine. 2, distill it. And that gives you strawberry brandy. Very straightforward. One day I found myself just browsing through Midwest Supply's online shop and impulse bought a few things. One of those impulse purchases was this jug of strawberry wine base. The ingredients are as follows: fermentable corn syrup, apple, pear, and strawberry juice concentrates, water, citric acid, natural flavors, vegetable extract for color, and diammonium phosphate. The instructions for making this strawberry wine are very simple. You mix this 1 gallon jug with 4 gallons of water and pitch some yeast. This recommends pitching a wine yeast. However, I just use straight up distillers yeast. The instructions also recommend re-racking after about 2 weeks of fermenting, which I did, and then to allow this to continue to ferment for another 4 weeks. This will ferment out dry, so it will ferment out to 1.000 specific gravity. I actually let my wine sit for about 6 months before doing anything with it. It did ferment out dry, of course. The starting specific gravity of my fermentation was 1.084. So that would put the wine at around 11% ABV. And then I took that wine and took it to my lab and did a low wines distillation. So I got out about 4,200 mils of low wines that was at 41% ABV. I then redistilled that at my lab through the spirits run and collected 8 separate jars of heads, hearts, and tails. What I ended up keeping was 1,340 mils of spirit at 62% ABV. So after I took a 220 mil 4 shots cut, I ended up taking a 360 mil heads cut. The heads were just a little bit too solventy, and then the tails started to just taste like low wines. It was very watered down, winey, a little acidic as well, and so that's where I ended up cutting the spirits run. So the white spirit very much has that strawberry essence, and it's more of like an artificial strawberry, so like a strawberry Pop-Tart. And it does have some of those strawberry Pop-Tart characteristics, and then there's a little bit of doughiness and a little bit of creaminess. The prominent aroma on the white spirit is this artificial strawberry flavor. Out of that 1,340 mils, I took a liter of it and then matured it. So all the color that's in this jar came from actually maturing the spirit, and I matured that using toasted American oak. With a little bit of oak, this transformed into something that has so much caramel in it. Oh my gosh, it's insane. The strawberry is kind of set back a little bit, and there's a whole lot of caramel that comes forward. That creaminess still comes through. It almost has the aroma of like a cheese Danish that has the strawberry jam in the middle. smells wonderful. So there is a little bit of heat. This is still sitting at 62% ABV, but I think for 62, it's still a little bit hot. So I should work on edging off that heat a little bit, maybe with just some more time with the spirit in contact with oak. But once the heat burns off, it builds into this really, really viscous, very creamy mouthfeel. There's lots of flavors. That caramel comes through. It's a rich, sugary, syrupy, strawberry flavor that comes through. And then there's some spiciness as well. Some warming spices like cinnamon and cloves, definitely a lot of cloves. There's also some brightness that comes through. So maybe like a spritz of grapefruit flavor. Really lovely, really delicious. Let me know if you've tried anything similar to this experiment, making any fruit brandies and how those turned out. But yeah, this is a very simple experiment. The fermentation was really, really simple. The distillation was also very straightforward. The cuts were straightforward. I just kept what tasted great and what tasted like strawberries. And I think it has matured really well. I think the oak really added some wonderful flavors to the strawberry brandy. Did I even say this was a strawberry brandy? Which would put this at math. Nope. Where is it? And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and things.